All right, y'all. I'm live again. 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 I've been trying to get back live here for a minute, and life just took over. Life took over, and I was able to coordinate a day finally with me and my tech guy, and looks like we got it fixed again. I hope, I hope my audience is still intact and will be tuned in shortly. Looks like I got somebody here now. I'm just playing with it, y'all. I had to move locations. Had to move locations again, and this is the first time going live. So everybody know I'm live. Sounds like I sound good. I'm on YouTube myself. Sounds like I sound just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the show. It won't be long. We just fixed it here. I don't know, 30 minutes ago, and I just want to go live tonight to make sure everything's good. Don't share the video for me, but I want to talk a little bit about racism and because I go through it all the time on my Facebook page. So I thought I would talk about it today. Uh, Thank you for tuning in. Relationships and race. We're in 2025, y'all. We're in 2025. Those of you who are watching, tell me what I sound like. Uh, we're having a little bit of trouble with the mic. I have the AC vent right above me, so I'm thinking it's kind of playing with my sound. I'm not sure because when we were playing with it, when I sit back, it's hard to hear me. I sit up on the microphone, I sound fine. But anyway, share the video for me, y'all. Thank y'all for joining in. I hope you guys have missed the show. We're going to try to get back to the show as soon as possible. But right now, we're just going to do solo type stuff to test it out and see if I can fly alone, y'all. I hope I can fly alone. We're going to find out. But relationships and racism, it's 2025, y'all. Why are we still having trouble with race? I mean, everybody on my page is saying racism, excuse me, this country was founded on racism. Racism isn't going anywhere. That's what everybody's telling me. That's what everybody's telling me. I mean, from my mom to my friends, everybody is telling me it ain't going nowhere. And I'm just like, man, surely there's a way to get rid of this crap because it's ridiculous. I mean, you got people telling you know, who to date and who not to date and all this kind of crap. And I'm just like, man, really? You know, we're going to tell people who they can date, who they can't? 2025. I can see if it was I can see if it was, 1940 or 1965, but we're in 2025, man. And people are still bugging out. I mean, half of us have mixed grandbabies. Half of us have, mixed kids. We're still, we're still, we're still. I don't get it. We're still entertaining racism. I can't stand the shit. I can't stand the shit not one bit. I can't stand it at all. It's especially when fellow blacks, I mean, throughout history we knew that throughout history we knew that, whites were prone to racism. But blacks? And that's something else. I'm hearing a lot of blacks can't be racist. Only somebody who oppresses somebody else can be a racist. Really? I hear it all the time. I hear the same thing in the hood that I hear in the suburbs with all the whites. There's not many whites in the hood. So apparently, there is racism amongst the black race. Because I hear the same thing, the same racist stuff that I hear whites say about blacks. I hear the same thing blacks saying about whites. I don't see anybody commenting yet. I don't see anybody commenting yet. Let me know if you hear me. Let me know if you hear me. Let me know if you hear me and let me know where you're tuned in from. I'd love to make sure all this is working right. This is my first time going live in a minute because Siobhan Waltman. Hey Malcolm, what's up? Hey Siobhan, Siobhan Waltman. Thank you for tuning in, Siobhan. Hey, I know I'm looking rough, y'all, but I'm just lounging around the house, testing out the system for the first time in what, about 2 weeks? I yes, ma'am, I see you. Hear you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for tuning in. Racism, and relationships. I just wanted to hit something right quick. Number one, to make sure the system is operating the way it's supposed to be. And number two, just to reintroduce myself back to the scene, off the scene for a minute, dealing with stuff. I uh, moved into a brand new building, and the building sold. They sold the building, and the building, they're going to go a different route. We were trying to partner up so that we would all be co-owners of the building and operate the mail. I don't know if y'all know my background, but I run a virtual post office where you can have your mail delivered to you virtually. Packages can be off the front porch and they can be with me, and I can ship the packages to you. I run that too. So the building owner, when I moved in, I proposed to him that we could just do, you can keep on. He already does physical office spaces and physical conference rooms for those. So Siobhan says, following from Bay Gang. Thank you, Siobhan. Thank you. Thank you. Lamb Chop Lady is here too. Hey, Malcolm. Much love to you, Lamb Chop Lady. Lady J. Lamb J is in the building. Thank y'all for tuning in. Lady J, as I was telling Siobhan, Miss Siobhan, I'm just reintroducing myself. I moved. Anyway, I had to move. I had to find a new location. And because the building owner sold, we were in talks about partnering up. He already had physical office spaces, physical conference rooms available. Now I have virtual office spaces and virtual mailboxes. So we were going to partner together and just put it all out on Google and, all make money. Well, he sold, he thought, he thought selling to a daycare would be more profitable for him. So I had to move out. That's what happened. And I was wondering, Brad, love, the lamb chop lady. Yeah. I had to back up for a minute because I didn't know. I didn't want to go live, just with my phone, because then I couldn't accept phone calls. I couldn't do any of that. So I just said, you know what? I'm just going to chill out for a few minutes, chill out for a couple weeks maybe, and I'll get back to it as soon. That's what happened, Lady J and Siobhan. Thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody else is quiet. That's okay. That's all right. I knew it was going to be kind of slow, being the first show and everything. Thank y'all for tuning in. Test out Siobhan told me that I sound pretty good. Dan, so you found a new location. Congratulations. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to be here too long. It's kind of small. As you see, the wall's right behind me, and the other wall's right in front of me. I mean, it's maybe by 10, maybe. I'm just in a little box, and I don't like it. I'm used to having room. I can move around. I can have guests sitting way across the room in front of me. Anyway, I'm not a four. I moved from a four office suite into the new location was, and just a big conference room. I still had room. I didn't need four offices anymore. I don't had four offices initially. There were three of us as partners. Well, four of us as partners. So we needed a big space. Hey, Lamb Chop, Siobhan says, Lamb Chopperoni. God bless. God bless you with something. Faith. God bless you with something. Just keep faith. Closes a door, he will open it. I'm hoping for that, Lamb Chop, Lady J. I'm hoping for that. I'm actively working for funding is the big thing with radio. Funding is the big thing with radio. I don't care what channel. you listen to, it was all created through funding. Here in Houston, the biggest radio stations are 97.9 Fox and Magic 102, all under one umbrella company. And believe me, they don't do anything without funding, corporate funding, big money. So I'm working towards that. I'm working towards that. Hopefully, I'll get there soon. I know it takes a lot of work. Have to interact with the big wigs, basically, like because all of the major they collaborate with doctors. I don't care if they're lawyers. I don't care. That's what I'm working towards. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in and giving me a chance tonight. But I want to talk about relationships and trying to find my niche. But as I do that, I am working behind the scenes to bring other collaborators and from other podcasts because they want to talk some stuff. They want to talk about, they want to give you ladies information in and out, so it's hard to hear you. Damn it. How about now? I worked through this earlier. I'm going to bring this back so I can sit back and relax. We worked in on this earlier. How's this, Lady J? Is this better? Is this better? Is this better? I hope so. But when I sit back and relax away from the microphone, I keep cutting out. That was happening during testing session. So let me know if this is better. There you go. Yeah. I didn't want to sit here the whole time. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm still working on my niche. Thank you, Siobhan. Thank you. I'm still working on my niche. But as I do, I am in talks with several people about bringing them on. And one guy wants to talk to you ladies about, well, actually, we want to talk about men's problems. And I, on the other side, damn, I'm ashy. Just got out of the shower. Oh, well. I want to talk about getting you ladies information on men because we men have locker room talks all the time. Locker room talks are, when we men get together, I don't care if it's at the gym. I don't care if it's at the bar. I don't care if it's outside in the garage watching the football game, drinking beer. We sit around and we talk about women and our relationships and the problems and all that. And a lot of times women just don't understand us men. You get it? So I'd like to start a podcast where I'm kind of like Mr. Steve Harvey or somebody giving y'all insight on men because we men don't think we're complicated. We don't think we're complicated at all. But according to women, we are. Men, as men, we think we as women do that as well. Y'all get together and chop it up about men, Lady J. Yes, ma'am. But I want to be the go-between, I guess. I think that's the best option for me as a niche because I want y'all to know, and I want to know about women. Y'all are complicated creatures. I heard that my whole life, but I never realized it till I got to be an adult, and I haven't realized it until it really hit me the last, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years, how complicated women really are. I started living with women and seeing them up close and personal every day. And now last night, check this out. Last night, I got educated some more about perimenopause and menopause. And it could go on for 15, 20 years. Perimenopause can go on for 15 years. See, a lot of men don't know this. We don't talk about that stuff in the men's locker rooms. We don't talk about that. And Lady J says, yes, y'all are. We're simple. Y'all are so simple that simple is complicated to us. Yeah. And that's what a lot of men have trouble with. Our simple is complicated to y'all. And the whole time we're going, damn, I'm simple. Give me A, B, C, and D, and I'm good. And y'all are like, no, that's hard to do. What? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, and doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of men. So I want to be the go-between. I want to be the go-between to make sense of it all. I want to let y'all in to the men's locker room and give y'all information on us, and I want y'all to give information on y'all. I mean, I'm learning a lot. Like I said, I knew nothing about perimenopause and menopause and all that, and its effects on relationships, effects on women. I had no idea until just last night. I swear. Lamb Chop Lady J says, "LOL, yes, it can. It's crazy, and our hormones be all over the place. Oh my God!" And you hear me saying, "Oh my God." I say that all the time in my relationships. I'm just like, "Oh my God, help me, Lord, help me, Lord." I say it all the time in my relationships because I'm just like, I'm simple. Why is it like I'm the complicated one? And a lot of men are the same place, and a lot of men are in the same mind frame, going, I don't know why we're having all these problems because I'm simple. That's how men think. But what men don't do is we don't include y'all's hormones and your mood swings, and we don't include all that. And I think what I learned last night will save a lot of relationships. I think if men and women just had a little more knowledge about each other's inner workings here and here, I think a lot of more relationships would make it. So I think that's the niche that I'm choosing now. Lamb Chop Lady J says that would be cool. I like this idea. My husband loves watching you as well. So it would be cool to have couples talk as well. We have been married for almost 14 and a half years. Yes, Lady J. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, hubby. Thank you, hubby, for the support. I just try to keep it real. That's why we named the radio station Real Talk 100 Radio, because we keep it real. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care if it's racism. I don't care if it's relationships. I don't care if it's business. I don't care what it is. It's kids. I don't care what it is. We keep it real. I am a sugarcoater, but I am going to tell it like it is. Okay. So yeah, yeah. Thank you, hubby. Lady J, for the support. 14 and a half years. That would be awesome to have couples on here talking about relationships and how you make it work. Because a lot of relationships end when they don't have to. People just get tired of fighting, and they're only fighting because they don't understand each other. They don't understand each other. So they end up growing apart, because I can talk on that. I mean, I've had a couple of relationships that have hormones. Okay, I read all those. Oh my God, just think about having teenagers with hormones going crazy. Uh-uh. I don't want to imagine, Siobhan. I do not want to imagine being a woman with hormones. I do not want to imagine. Uh, I think I have hormones already. Because I do get moody, and men do get moody. I should have put some lotion on. I hope y'all ain't making fun of me. I look like a broke Ethiopian right now. Every time I put my hands up like that. But anyway, uh, yeah, we men have emotions too. Thank y'all for joining in, y'all. This is just you can call in if you want. The phone lines are open. The phone number is scrolling on the bottom of the screen right there. It's 832-560-2885. Let's hope it works like it worked earlier when we were testing. But this is the direction I'm going in. I'm stuck on racism right now because not because I want to sit around and talk about it all the time, but I talk about racism a lot because every time I open up Facebook, every time I open up TikTok, somebody's talking about racism. Somebody's talking about an incident that happened in their lives. They're talking about it, talking about it, talking about it. They're talking about systemic racism. I'm just like, man, we're in 2025. Why in the hell are we still talking about racism? I'm sick of it. Like I started the show, Lady J, I don't think you heard the beginning of the show. You still have people. I made a reel the other day. I put it on TikTok and Instagram and I think Facebook. People are still telling you, black folks are telling, black women are telling black men not to date outside of their race. You got black men telling black women not to date outside of their race. And I'm sure, I've never lived in white America. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I don't mind socializing. I socialize all the time. I mean, it's easy to me. I don't see why socializing is so hard. Socializing between races is so hard. I don't get it. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood. I graduated from a predominantly white high school, uh, and I never had problems with socializing. Never. I never had problems with getting along. But anyway, people have problems with getting along these days. Ain't that weird? That's weird to me. It's weird to me. That's so true. We just that's so true. We were just talking about this today. We have surpassed a lot of our friends who got married after us, and they are either separated or already divorced. Yes, bridging the gap, bridging the gap in understanding would save a lot of relationships. It starts off, fighting because you don't understand maybe hormones. You don't understand each other in finance departments. You don't understand each other. One might be outgoing, like in my current relationship. I'm the outgoing one, and she's more reserved. So that kind of clashes sometimes. And sometimes I'm just using this as an example. It's not happening here. But sometimes what happens is you end up growing apart. No, value each other's, value your differences. That's where you can start, and that's what I want to talk about. I think I'm going to make that my niche. Because I want to save. I want to be a contribution to society, and saving relationships. I think is a good start because that doesn't make any sense. Y'all all got married about the same time. We've surpassed a lot of our friends who got married after us, after you, 14 and a half years ago. They got married after you, and they're already separated or divorced. And here's another thing about relationships. I know I'm skipping around a lot, but like I said earlier, I'm just kind of reintroducing myself back to the scene because I've been off the scene for a minute, and I just wanted to touch on a topic right quick. Hey, is in the building. Hey, Lady J, Lamb Chop. Lady J says it needs to be talked about. I think so too, Lady J. I really do. I think it needs to be talked about in depth because a lot of relationships, you start out perfectly. Sex is good, the conversations are good, and then all of a sudden, y'all are growing apart. And you're growing apart, in my opinion, Lady J, you tell me if I'm wrong, but you're growing apart because you don't understand each other and you've reached the point of frustration and you'd rather not deal with them than to talk to them, deal with them. So that's what happens to a lot of, and that's probably what happened to your friends that have grown apart. It needs to be talked about. I am white and my husband is black, and we have gone through so much, but we don't see color. We see each other as a person. That's a big thing. That's a big thing in society. People see people, they see color. I've never seen color in my life. Well, I take that back. Initially, my dad moved us from Fifth Ward to a place called South Park. He got us out of Fifth Ward, which is a hood, and he moved us to another hood called South Park. We only stayed in South Park. I think I was like 5 until I was 10. When I was 10, both of them got promotions at their jobs, and we ended up moving out to the suburbs in Spring Klein, Texas. And so that was kind of like a culture shock. Moving out of the hood to the suburbs was a culture shock. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I see more people are tuning in now. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Siobhan is still here. Yeet says, LOL, Lady J. My husband is a homebody too. I'm the one who's outgoing. Yeah, I'm outgoing as hell. And, my mate is very conservative and I love it. I love it. She gets offended sometimes because she's like, I just want to chill. And I'm like, I don't have a problem with chilling, but I'm so outgoing. And see, this is a point I'm trying to make. This is a bridge this is a bridge I want to close the door on and bridge the gap in relationships. Just because you're conservative and I'm outgoing doesn't mean you have to grow apart. You know what I mean? And that's how a lot of, like Lady J said, she's been together with her husband 14 and a half years, and people that married after her are already divorced and or separated. It's because of situations like that. Okay, well, we're different. We don't have we don't have that in common or this in common, so maybe we just need to break up. I mean, you work through it. I like being conservative sometimes, but on those occasions, on those on those occasions when I want to be outgoing, she's just like, "Can you just sit down?" You know, Can- and that's probably your husband. Can you just sit down somewhere? I'm the one who's outgoing. I must have missed it. Needs talked about. That's so true. Oh, I missed this one. I'm sorry. That is so true. We surpassed divorce. Oh, no, 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 no. I thought I missed something from Lady J. I guess I didn't. Oh God. Uh, about it needs about Lady J gave me a 100 eat lamb chop. My husband is a homebody. Okay, this is the one I missed. I'm sorry, I missed the comment. Right, my husband is a homebody, and I am the more outgoing one as well. But we compromise, and that's how we work. And we never let the sun set on an argument. See, that's my problem, Lady J. That's another problem, because I hold grudges. You fight with me, and it's like you've crossed me, and I don't. Okay, leave me alone. Go on about your business. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to look at you, and that might go. That might go for a week. No exaggeration. And I know that's a weakness, but when I'm mad, I'm still trying to censor myself. Y'all let me know what I can say and what I can't say on this thing. I'd hate for YouTube to ban me so when my channel is so young at monetization. But I almost said pissed. I hope I can say that without getting banned or barred from the community for violating community standards. But anyway, uh, you know, but we compromise, and that's how we work. And we never let the sun set. I will let the sun set 7 days straight, maybe longer, when I'm pissed off, and that's a weakness in me. I know it's a weakness in me. I know I shouldn't be that way, but when I'm mad, I am mad, mad, and I know I'm not alone in this world in that. But I commend y'all for that, Lady J. That is awesome. That's a sign of maturity. I commend y'all for that, Lady J. Lamb chop. Lady J said, "Hey, yeet with love, yeet." Being waved at by Miss Siobhan. Yeet says, "LOL, Lady J, my husband is a homebody too." Okay, I already touched on that. And yeah, yeah. So we have a lot of outgoing people in this group, and that's the kind of stuff I want to talk about. How do y'all get through your relationships when one is outgoing and one is conservative? I mean, it's not rocket science, of course, but a lot of people, and it's not really pertaining to me. It's pertaining to my locker room guys. The dudes I talk with in our men's locker rooms. We all have these issues, different issues, and I just want to start talking about it and maybe make that my niche. Y'all know I've been looking for my niche for a while, and I think I've hit one. I don't want to sit here and talk about racism all the time, even though it's very prevalent in society, because it's so filled with hatred. Like I'm having a conversation on my Facebook right now, and it just blew up on me. It just blew up on me. I forgot what I said. I said something like, "Oh, I said just to update. The other day they upgraded Carmelo Anthony's charges, and they said they're gonna run his case. They're gonna how do you verbalize that? They're gonna treat his case like as if he's an adult instead of a child." And all I said was, my thoughts still remain. I still think he's guilty. And the black folks just attacked me. "Oh, you're a sellout. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that." And I'm going, "I ain't no sellout. I've been in trouble before, and I know how this thing goes. I mean, I've never had a murder case, thank God, but I've had friends who've had murder cases, and I kind of know how this goes. They're going to start out big with a big charge, and then they're going to downgrade it because they can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that it's in fact murder. So they're going to downgrade it to maybe manslaughter, and he's going to maybe get a slap on the wrist, It may be 30 days, 60 days, 180 days time served, and they're going to give him adjudicated probation only because he's a first time offender. That's all I said. All the black folks went crazy. My black friends went crazy. Oh, you always talking, you don't never support the black race and this. I'm like, man, this has nothing to do with black and white. This is a crime. A child's life was lost, and I'm just giving you my 2 cents. That's all I'm doing. So anyway, I don't want to talk about that and have my channel filled with hatred. Blacks hating blacks, blacks hating whites, whites hating blacks. I have no idea how to fix that, but I do have an idea how to at least try to help people fix their relationships. So that's probably going to be my niche. It's a little softer than racism. So let me get back to the comments right quick. That's why we work. I think that's why we work, Yeet says, because we are different. There's nothing. Differences are awesome. I like differences. I mean, she showed me so much stuff like last night. Yeet, I don't know if you were here. Last night, I just learned about perimenopause and menopause. I mean, I know about it. Men know about menopause, but we only know the basics. We don't know all that other stuff that goes on that interferes with relationships. And when we're fighting, we're not thinking about no damn menopause, But I think if I start talking about it, more men will pay attention and be like, oh, okay, that's why this is going on. I need to take that in consideration if I really love her. Da, 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 da. So last night I was just beating myself up like, man, wow, we men don't talk about this perimenopause shit in our private conversations. Siobhan, hit the thumb button, y'all, for Malcolm. Thank you, Siobhan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, ma'am. I need all the thumbs I can get. I need all the thumbs I can get, all the likes, all the love I can get, all the shares I can get. Thank y'all. LOL. Sounds like my previous marriage. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry I'm behind. Y'all know I get behind on these comments. Sorry, my phone died. I put you on the TV till it powered back up. LOL. But I'm back. No problem, Lady J. Get it. Keep it charged up. Lady, keep it charged up. Lady J. Communication is a big thing. Yes, ma'am. Communication is huge. Got to talk to each other. I say all the time, let's talk to each other, not at each other, Lady J. Lamb Chop, Lady J says, but men need to just not listen. But men need to just not listen, but also be able to hold a conversation with a female. Yeah. I do my best with that. I do my very best with that. I try to talk about everything. I'm not worldwide cultured, but I feel like I'm cultured a lot more than a lot of men, because I was raised by a lot of ladies. So Jamie says, I used to be more outgoing. I still am to a certain extent, but as I get older, I want my peace. That's a big conversation in this house. That's a big conversation. You ladies want your peace. Us men want our peace too. But that's how the show started tonight, Jamie. Let me read the rest of your comment. My boyfriend of 10 years is very quiet and introverted. I am white. He is Haitian, mixed. We have a 4-year-old son. Wow. I heard those Haitians are kind of mental. That's probably hard to deal with. So I used to be outgoing. I still am to a certain extent, but as I get older, I want my peace. All of us want our peace. Very important. And as I started the show, Jamie, us men, we think being simple is peaceful. But to you ladies, that's not the case. It's more than that. And I think, I know you just got here, Jamie, but I think with more understanding, a lot of relationships and marriages would make it. And that's a valid point you just made. And that's because they are using the race card, not the actual crime. Yes, ma'am, Lady J. They're using the race card. I'm so sick of the race card, man. I'm so sick of the race card. Every conversation is racist. Everything somebody says is racist. Somebody said the other day somebody said the other day, something like, I can't remember. I'd have to bring it up on my Facebook. I can't remember, but it was not racist. Oh, that sounds like old racist. That's why you're commenting, because you're an old racist. I'm going, you got to be crazy, black friend. Come on, stop. Everything they say is not racist because they're white. It's ridiculous. But that's why I want to stay away from racism. It's too filled with hatred, both sides. And I get so sick of hearing, white folks are racist. Black folks just as racist. I lived in the hood. I know. And some of the people in the suburbs come from the hood. They didn't leave the racism in the hood. They're still racist. I get so tired of black people telling me blacks can't be racist. Yeah, the hell you can. Yes, you can. Actual time. But anyway, I want to stay away from that. But if I have to, we'll talk about it sometimes. I just want to stay away from it because it's just so filled with hatred. I don't want to be anywhere around hatred. The race card, not the actual crime. Yeah, if they concentrated on the actual crime, they'll see what I'm saying. I don't care if he's black or white, but in the black community, it's if you're not supporting blacks, you're an Uncle Tom or you're a Sambo. Okay, well, I'll just be a Sambo because the kid was wrong. The kid didn't need to kill that kid. He didn't need to do that. That was ridiculous. Not all crimes need to use race in them. No, ma'am, they sure don't. It has to do with one person taking another person's life. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all I'm trying to tell people. But I'm a Sambo. I'm now a Sambo and an Uncle Tom because I don't see it like they see it. If you don't see it like most blacks see it, you're a Sambo. You're a sellout. You're a bootlicker. Okay, y'all, I'll just be a bootlicker then because I stand with what's real and what's right. So a lot of blacks don't like me like right now, and I hate that. But hey, it is what it is, right? Siobhan says I'm single. Okay, Siobhan. Well, hopefully this niche, if I stick with it, relationships and giving women an insight on men, giving men insight on women, I think that'll help you out tremendously in locking down someone soon. Lamb chop, definitely communication is extremely important. Extremely. Communication is extremely important in relationships. Got to keep that door open. Keep it open. I don't care if it's an uncomfortable conversations. Uncomfortable conversations need to be had, right? So start having them. Start having them. Whether you're uncomfortable, whether your mate's uncomfortable, start talking about that stuff because it needs to be talked about. Like I said in the beginning of the show, for those who are just now tuning in, or the ones who are quiet. I'm not sure how long you've been here, but like I said in the beginning of the show, a lot of relationships could be saved by just communicating, just talking it out. Like Lady J said, Lamb Chop Lady J said earlier. They've been married. Her and her husband have been married. They're in a mixed relationship. She's white, he's black. And Lady J, I got to talk to you about something. I don't know if you want this aired out, but I saw some people talking noise about you. This is ridiculous. That's the kind of stuff I want to stay away from. Just sitting around talking about each other, talking noise about each other. You ain't black and you ain't this. And I'm just like, oh, just chill sometimes with the nonsense. But anyway, I don't know if you want all that aired out. I'm sorry. But like Lamb Chop Lady J was saying earlier, her and her husband have been married 14 and a half years. And people that married after her are already separated and or divorced. Separated or divorced. That's crazy. That's crazy. What'd you get married for? What'd you get married for if you ain't gonna last, 20, 30 years? Vow say till death do you part. But anyway, y'all, I really gotta go. I just wanted to get on here. I wanted to test out the microphones. I really wish somebody would call me right quick to make sure that the telephone number is working. We've worked on it most of this afternoon to make sure it was back up and running. I have not checked out the second camera yet. I have not checked out the second camera yet for when I start having guests again. Maybe wants to come back on the show. I haven't checked that out yet. So if somebody could call me right quick, and then I'm gonna have to go. It's getting late. I got to get ready for dinner. The lady of the house will be here soon, and I don't want to be in here all night. Unfortunately, I wish I could spend more time, but I'll start going live more often. I promise. Now that I've moved locations, for those who are just tuned in, I had to move locations. That's why I haven't been on air. I had to move locations. I was in discussions with the building owner where I was located when y'all first met me, and we already did doing? I have the caller. Let me- Hello, caller. Can you hear me?
Hey, it's Lady J.
Hey, Lady J. Thank you for calling in. Hey, thank you. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Let me turn my TV down.
No echoing. No none of that. Right.
Nope.
Awesome. You're not echoing either. Awesome. Thank you for your input on the tonight's show. I don't know if you heard me as I was talking, but I have to get off the show here soon. Lady of the house will be here shortly, and I don't want to be in here all night while she's in the living room or in the bed. You know what I mean? So you know how that goes. But your
Yeah.
input has been valuable tonight. I thank you for that. Thank you.
And no worries. Next time you come on, I'll jump on and express how I feel about what you were just talking about. So,
Okay. I didn't know. I saw that crap, and I was just like, oh man, really? Now they're attacking. They just attack everybody. It's sickening. Sickening.
yeah,
Sick.
they say because my voice don't match my picture, so they want to label me a race that I'm not. I mean, you can't put me in a category that I'm not. But I'll let them continue to believe what they want to believe, and I know what I am. My husband know what I am, and the good Lord knows how He made me.
Yes, ma'am. I saw a similar situation the other day on TikTok. I forgot her name, but I think she lives in Georgia. So older white lady. I say older. I'm 55. She might be 55, 60, and she is as fly
Mhm.
as she wants to be. I forgot. I think her name is Miss Henry. Y'all look up Miss Henry on TikTok. I think it's MSHENRY. I believe that's her name, but she is fly as she want to be, and the black women attack her every time she posts something. Oh, she thinks she's black. Oh, sit your white ass down. And I'm just going, oh man, this is ridiculous. But she's from Georgia.
Mhm.
She's from Georgia, so that's I've never kicked it in Georgia. I've been to Atlanta one time, but I wasn't in the. I hate to say it like that. I was in the hood. I didn't go to the suburbs. I don't know what they sound like out there, but she sounded black, and
Right.
the black women can't stand her. If y'all go check her out, you'll see what I'm talking about. They probably are attacking her right now, but I'm sorry for that, Lady J. I wish all that shit would stop. I mean, let people be people.
And I'm just a viewer. I'm not a content creator, so they decided to go after me because I sit with Maybe. But it's okay. But we'll talk about that on another day. So go ahead and do what you got to do. Tell the missus we said hello, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for calling. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. I really do.
All right, love. Have a good night.
You too. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. She ought to be pulling up, or if she's not already, if she hasn't already pulled up, um, she'll be sitting out there shaking her head. Y'all know how y'all are. She'll be out there shaking. Because this is my video game. This is my video game. I love video games, but I haven't played them in a while. I haven't played them in a while. I haven't played video games since COVID. When COVID hit, my life fell apart. Uh, Finances fell apart. I stopped playing video games. So this is my new video. So anyway, she'll be sitting out there in there all night. So no, I don't want no trouble tonight. I don't want no smoke. I just wanted to test the system, make sure I look good, make sure I sound good, make sure the call-ins come in the way they're supposed to be coming in. Then I want to jump off right quick. I will start going live more, and like I said with y'all, with Jamie, with Lamb Chop Lady J, with Miss Siobhan, and I can't, and Jamie, and like all I have tonight. Like I was saying earlier, I really want to find that niche. I don't want to stick with racism because it's so filled with hatred, and I don't want to be around hatred at all. It's sickening to me, and it's especially embarrassing to me when I hear my fellow blacks with the racism shit. No, I hate it. I was heating up dinner. Okay, Yeet. Have a blessed night, Malcolm, Jamie. You too, Jamie. Thank you. Yeet, y'all have a good night. Take care, Malcolm. Have a good night. Siobhan says, okay, see you later, Malcolm. Are you and May going live tomorrow? I don't know. Okay, see you later, Malcolm. Are you and May going live tomorrow? She state rep. She's from my state. Rep it up. Rep it for us, Miss Henry. We love her down here. Okay, you know who Miss Henry is. She's from my state. Reps it up for us, Miss Henry. We love her down here. Yes, ma'am. I love her now too. She's a cool old lady, man. I like her, man. She talks her shit and keeps it fucking moving. I love that. I love Miss Henry. She's dope as fuck and real as can be. I noticed that. I just started following her maybe 4 days ago. I ran across her and they were dragging her ass out about her accent. It sickens me how people do people. Love for you to go live more. I have my notifications set so I can be here. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for setting your notifications for me. Lady J, call in and tell him what's up with all that bullshit, girl, so he will understand. Yeah, it's crazy, Jamie. I was doing some snooping myself because somebody, I won't mention any names, told me that they were talking about me. So I went over there and I started talking noise to them. I started talking shit. Like, what the hell? What the hell? Y'all don't like Maybe. What the hell are y'all over here talking about me and my personal life for? Y'all can suck my you know what and get on about your business. I told them what I had to tell them, and suddenly they don't see my comments. They stopped commenting, and I'm sure that was because what do you call them? The outlaws told them. The outlaw leaders told them to stop commenting. Okay, well, I wouldn't be over here commenting if y'all would shut the hell up. So I hate that old kind of stuff. So that's why I want to stick with relationship talk. Well, Malcolm, you ain't lying. Uh-oh, I skipped comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm comments. I skipped comments. Damn, Malcolm, lamb chop. Communication is extremely important. Damn, Malcolm, just skip right over my hello. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I miss comments all the time. I'm sorry. Hello, Malcolm. LOL, Malcolm. You ain't lying, and he's also a Gemini. Yeah, it has been. It hasn't been easy. Been through a lot, but he has changed a lot and settled down since our son was born. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I've heard about them Haitians. I didn't mean to skip over. I was on the phone and missed all of this, I think. Man, that's some ignorant talk. Folks calling names because you don't agree with them shows extreme ignorance. I called them that just last night. You're ignorant. Extreme ignorance and lack of understanding of others' perspectives. Exactly. I mean, a Sambo, I'm a Tom, I'm a bootlicker. I say and do things to cater to white folks. I don't care. I'm not trying to cater to nobody. I'm not trying to cater to nobody. Blacks, whites. I'm gonna tell it like it is. And if you're curious about what I'm talking about, y'all can follow me on at Real Talk 100 Radio LLC. And I posted a lot of how I feel in the last couple months about this racism crap. But if you want to follow my personal page, it is Malcolm Lewis Jackson. Malcolm Lewis Jackson. You can't once you type in Malcolm Malcolm Lewis Louis Jackson. You'll see that logo on my shirt. I'm wearing it on my profile picture. Just scroll down and look at the ignorance in my comments. It's ridiculous. It's sickening and it's embarrassing, especially. Yep, they sure are, honey. It's crazy. The problem is they want to make they want to make me a race. I am not. LOL. It's okay. I am white, but they swear I'm black. But it's crazy. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I didn't mean to skip over comments. Oh, those people are ignorant and reach for any try to come at someone. Yeah, I know it. They came at me, but it looks like I shut them up after I cussed a few of them out on what's her name, Tibby. I went to Tibby's page on Facebook and I talked shit. I went to her YouTube and I talk shit. Y'all need to get up off of me. Get up off of me. I ain't the one. I don't want no smoke, but don't bring me none. If you don't bring me no smoke, it won't be no problem. None. None. Don't turn me in. I tell people all the time, leave the gorilla sleep. You know, I'm well spoken. I'm cordial. I'm gentlemanly, but please leave the gorilla sleep. I left the gorilla sleep when I got out of the streets, and I'm trying to leave him sleep. That's what I tell people. I think I got their attention. I would love for you to go live more. Yes, ma'am, Jamie, I sure will. And I think I'm going to stick to relationships because it's a lot softer topic. lot softer. Glow XO, hey Glow XO. I'm not, like I told everybody else, I'm not trying to skip y'all's comments, but I think I was on the call when you chimed in. She from the state, Miss Henry. Yeah, y'all go follow Miss Henry. She is dope as hell. Okay, see you later, Malcolm. Are you and May going live tomorrow? I'm not sure about me and I'm not sure about me and May. She wants me to try to fly on my own for a little bit, and then she's gonna come back in. She says because when I attacked, I called her and I said, "What do I do with this drama crap?" I told her. She's the first person I called. So what do I do with this drama crap? They're bashing me now, and she's like, "Leave that shit alone." But if you want to address it, I'm gonna have to back away. So that's where we are right now. Until I figure out what I'm gonna do with that drama shit. Take care, Malcolm. Yes, ma'am. You too, Yeet. You have a great dinner tonight. Have a blessed night. You too, Jamie. Yeet. What's for dinner? For real. I don't know what's for dinner here. It might be leftovers if I didn't eat them all already. Yeet says tacos is what's for dinner. Taco Tuesday, baby. Siobhan says, hope everyone has a great night. Lady J, hope you have a great night. Thank you for calling in. Miss Henry is her name on YouTube. I'm not sure if she has a YouTube, but that's her name on TikTok. Siobhan, that's her name on TikTok. Dope old lady. I mean, cool, down to earth. Siobhan, TikTok. Jamie said, got you. It's all good, Malcolm. I was just giving you a hard time. All right, Jamie. Thank you. I saw your comments, and you definitely shut them up. Okay, okay. You saw what I said. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, YouTube. Don't block me from the community. I want to stay on. I want to stay on the platform. I want to stay monetized, but sometimes I got to let them cuss words out. Yeah, I think I shut them up. That was bullshit. That was total bullshit. Hell, they blocked me, LOL, because they don't want to hear the truth. They probably don't want to hear me no more either, because I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. Leave me alone. I didn't do nothing to you. I didn't do nothing to you but have a show. That's it. They block anyone who tries to tell them the truth. It's a cult over there. You got to agree with them, or they don't like you. Exactly. That's the situation with me. But y'all, let me go on and get out of here before I get myself in trouble with the lady of the house. Malcolm, I'm coming to change your battery. We're having a problem with the smoke detector. Yes, Glow XO. Yes, you can hear it. It's in the other room. It's not this one. It's in the other room. I didn't know y'all could hear it. Uh, Laughing at me, Lady J's laughing. Hey, Malcolm, make up with Don Marie. Hey, hey, hey. Don Marie, you missed it. I'm getting off of here so I don't cause any smoke in the house. I just wanted to. Glow XO is funny. I just wanted to reintroduce myself to the show. I'll let y'all know what's going on. For those who are just now tuning in, I had to move buildings, so that's why I kind of shut it down. And then the drama started with the Outlaws. I had to address that anyway. So now I just got hooked back up, so I will be live more. Y'all put your notifications on, hit that like or love button a few times for me, share the video out a few times for me. Let everybody know I'm back, and I will go live more often. I'm not sure what time. It'd probably be earlier in the day though. Thank you so much for all the likes, the shares, all the super chats, all the super stickers, and all that stuff is new to me. I appreciate all of your support. Don Marie, Glow XO, Jamie, get off so you don't get in trouble with the missus. I'm about to go. I'm about to go right now. Don't want to cause no smoke, especially with the dead ass smoke detector. They started drama with you. That's crazy. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Make up with Don Marie. Started drama with me, and I went to Tibby's YouTube, and I went to her Facebook, and I went left. You hear me? I went left. Yeah, y'all get the f off me. I'm not playing the games with none. So let me get out of here. I don't want no smoke in this house tonight. Thank you for joining After Dark with Malcolm. Show uncensored. I'm gonna have to read up on that. Y'all let me know about the rules about censoring, so I don't get kicked off of here because I got a bad mouth. I got a potty mouth, but I don't want to get kicked out of the community. So y'all let me know about that on the next show, or let me know in the comments on YouTube. I'll read the rest of the comments later tonight. Y'all keep hitting that like or love button. Subscribe if you're new to the page. Thank you for the likes, the love, the shares, the support, and thank you for the funnies. the funnies, the jokes. I thank y'all for that. That makes my night. Y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all. I'll see you soon.